Hey, Steve Horvath here. It's spring, it's northeast, so of course I'm wearing fleece. The weather is crazy. Okay. The hugest, and I mean huge mistakes that keep people from catching fish on Texas rig soft plastics, okay? Doesn't matter whether it's 6-inch lizard, 4-inch finesse worm, a tube, creature bait, or regular 6-inch worm, Texas rig, especially around cover, okay? 5 huge mistakes most anglers make. Number 1, they don't get a vertical fall. And let me demonstrate. I'll toss my worm out, and I let the worm fall on slack line. No matter how long it takes to get to the bottom, I make sure the line is slack. That makes sure you're getting the most vertical fall possible. That means if you're casting in the cover, it's falling through the cover, not gliding through and hanging up on the cover. Okay? Tons of bites come on that initial fall. So getting a vertical fall. Especially important if I'm flipping. Okay, I'm sitting here, but I'm gonna make a pitch. If I'm in 4 feet of water and I put my reel in gear right now or hold my thumb on it the way I am, your line's gonna pendulum back to you. No good. If I'm fishing in grass, if I'm punching, let it fall on slack line. That's number 1. Number 2, you're using the wrong weight. You're using a weight that's either too light or too heavy for the situation. So how about a guide? If you're fishing a 6-inch worm, 14-pound line, maybe 12, 14-pound line, 3/16 ounce slip sinker, 2-0 hook, maybe a 3/0 at the biggest. Okay? So, that's pretty easy, right? Well, no. How about if you're pitching and flipping? If you're pitching and flipping, you're probably going to start out with at least a 5/16 and go to a half. Or if you're punching through grass, yeah, probably starting out at 3/8 and going to 3/4 or 1 ounce. Again, you need to achieve a vertical fall. If your weight is too light and you're fishing, say, dense grass, the bait's never going to make it down through the grass. If you're fishing in thick bushes, if your bait's too light, it's not going to make it through the bushes. Now, let's talk about the opposite. Your weight being too heavy. The rule of thumb is fish the lightest sinker that you can maintain bottom contact with. Okay? So if I'm fishing 2 or 3 feet of water and I'm fishing pads, even though the pads, are vegetation and they may be thick, it doesn't take a whole lot for the worm to fall to the bottom. So a lot of times an 1/8 ounce might be a much better choice, especially if the bottom's soft. You don't want it going all the way down into the muck. Something to think about. Let's get to number 3. Okay, number 3. I'm gonna make a cast. Worm goes out, sinks down to the bottom. First thing I want to do is start working that sucker, right? You're just gonna go to town, shaking, lifting, all kinds of stuff. No. You want to give the fish time to react to the bait that fell in front of them. Now, I'm not saying wait 25 minutes or anything, but hey, 5 seconds, you can spare 5 seconds, okay? A lot of studies are done that if the fish doesn't hit it on the initial fall, they swim over to it and eat it a lot of times. But guess what? It takes them a little bit, so give them a little bit, okay? So now, you're moving it too fast. Next item. Number 4, you're not soaking your worm. Okay, we'll deal with this, okay? Throw my worm out. Let it sit to the bottom. Give it to 5 seconds. It's time to reel already. 5 seconds isn't that long. Okay, I'm working the worm and I encounter something. You don't know if it's a rock, a stick, branch, or whatever. A lot of people, the first thing you're going to do is reel down and pop it over that branch and continue what they're doing, okay? Big mistake, huge mistake. Okay, let's reel in. Throw out. We get down to the bottom. I feel a branch, okay? Just going to shake it against that branch. If it's something I can pull the worm up over and let it fall, I'll do that. I'll pull it up. Like if I'm in a fallen tree and I'm pulling up to a branch, I'll shake it as it comes up, and then I'll give it slack and let it fall. I may do that several times to get a bite. Not a bad idea. So, what's the fifth biggest mistake? Well, fifth biggest mistake is overcomplicating things with colors, especially soft plastic colors. Pick yourself 4, maybe 5. Okay, give yourself 5. Okay, I'll give myself 5. You'll go with a black. You'll go with a June bug, a watermelon, green pumpkin, and then a bonus color. And it might be a bonus color because of a different type of fishery. You might be going to somewhere where there might be dirty tidal water. Okay, dirty tidal water, black with a chartreuse tail or black with a blue tail is a fantastic color. So a lot of times that'll be my wild card color. If you're going to somewhere clear, maybe a smoke type of color. Or if you're going to go to some place just got average color water and you like purple, blue fleck maybe, let that be your bonus color. But don't overcomplicate it. Hey, with these 5 tips that we just gave you, I'm sure that you'll catch a lot more bass. Hey, I'm Steve, and I'm getting rained on.